Okay, number one, carry business cards and do not give them out first. Okay, now, rule of thumb, everyone knows this, right? You've got to have business cards with you. Okay, a couple of years ago, I heard a speaker speak, and he said, you know what, how many of you got business cards? And everyone in the room pulled out their card and went, I got a card, I got a card, I got a card. And great, 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 you know, fantastic. And he went around and collected them and goes, thanks for that. And everyone sort of felt cool, like, you know, they gave a card. They all thought, yeah, we've done the right thing. Yeah, it's great. Well, you know, I'll give you a call when I need you. And I, yeah, cool. He goes, is that the right way to do things? And I got this straight away, right? Because I was one of the persons up there with my hand first. I got a card. I always thought it's so cool to have a card. Okay. So I put it up, and what I learned from that was, see, the minute you give out a card, you don't have their details at all. Okay. And so what that means is that the minute that you give them out a business card, you haven't got their card. So people are quick to give out a business card, and that's cool, right? Because what you're doing is now you're going to start hitting the top 2 to 5% of the market that knows that this the others don't. Okay, the power of what I'm giving you now is I'm giving you something that others don't. So the minute they give out a business card, you give it, and then yes, give out yours. And I'm not saying not to give out yours, but the power is to get their information. Okay, if you can get their contact details quickly, it means you can actually have an ability to contact them as well. So when I'm talking to somebody, I'll go, oh, that's interesting. I'll say, do you have a business card? Yeah, I do. And then they'll give me theirs, and I'll give them mine. And then what happens there is that you've got details, and then when you're talking to them, you go, oh, well, look, I've got your details. What I'll do is I'll give you a call, and maybe we can set up and have a coffee or something like that. So now I've got their details rather than me just throwing out business cards. All right? So think of that way. Carry them, definitely. Give them, definitely. Ask for them first rather than you giving out yours first. Okay, because you could find a great lead, and next minute you know, you go, wow. Okay, so that also helps with carrying a little bit of maybe a pen and a pad in case they don't have a business card, so you can take their details down. Very, very important. Okay, because you don't want to get involved in a conversation where you're going, wow, this guy's going to be a real asset to have a chat to. And you know what networking functions like. You're going out to lunches and things like that, and you get through them a conversation, and somebody comes up and goes, oh, you know, so-so, how you going? You know, and they start talking, and you miss the opportunity. Here's the opportunity. If they don't give you a business card, you go, hey, look, no, let me get your details. What's your email and phone number? And here's the thing, right? This is how easy it is to get their email. So, you know, so your name is John. Is it John? Oh, no, it's J, blah, blah. Okay, cool. And your phone number is 04, and they'll finish the rest for you. You know what I mean? Real psychologically quick ways to get their number, right? So the mobile number is 041787, blah, blah, blah. So you get where I'm coming from? So don't give out your card first, get their details, then give yours. All right, so Brian's come back to me. So Brian said, the media lies to us. Do you believe we are in good times or bad times? Excellent, excellent question, Brian, and I really believe you've asked a really phenomenal question. I'm so glad that you have, and I'm really happy with getting this caliber of question done through. You know, my opinion, Brian, is that I think we're in good times, okay? We have the lowest unemployment rate. You know, we're sitting at about 5%. Now, if you want to talk politics real quick, I don't want to get into political debate. We're sitting at the lowest unemployment rate, and even when the figures were meant to be bad, they haven't. Remember, when the supposed GFC hit, we were meant to see 10% unemployment. We haven't got anywhere near there. We've also got the lowest interest rates in a number of years as well. The banks are not moving those, I would say, for the foreseeable future. Business is moving in the right direction. You know, the media is telling us, oh, the mining boom is over. Okay, bullshit. I talked to 3 people at Santos and Rio the other day, and they say, I don't know what the hell the media is about. All right, maybe there's a bit of a pause on things, but that happens. The media is all about bullshit lies, and the other thing I want to do is just dramatize everything. That's what the media does. I don't listen to the media. I'll be honest with you. Here's something for you listeners, and Brian, I'm going to get real passionate about this, so I apologize. I'm not hammering this at you. Guys, I don't watch the news. I don't read the newspapers. It's all bullshit to me. And I'll tell you why. Because you see, media needs to sell papers. What are they in the business of? Selling papers. They're actually not in the business of selling papers. They're in the business of drama. That's what they're in the business of, okay? They're not in the business of actually giving you information. We would like to think they give us information, but they don't. What they do is they give us drama. If I had my choice, I'd tell every single person I coach, and I do this already, and even you guys, stop buying the paper, stop watching the news, stop feeding this rubbish that we have out there, because that's what's going on. right? You want to make a change, start seeing what is important. So what do I subscribe to? And if you want to know what I subscribe to things like, you know, the Harvard Business Review, okay, and their blogs. So, you know, I pay a little bit of money a year and I get their blogs, I get their reviews, because that's important. I want to know what's cutting edge. I'm not interested in what's going on, right? So the media do lie to us. I think we're in good times. I think retail's going through a very tough stage, and we're in the retail business as well as part of other businesses that I'm in. And that is going through a tough phase. But it's going through a tough phase for one reason, because people have forgotten how to give service. All right? We talk about what happened with DJs just last week. Their stock prices dropped. And what are they thinking of doing now? They're actually thinking of shutting down two of their flagship stores, one in Melbourne, one in Sydney. Why? Because they say they're not making money. Well, DJs have forgot what their foundational roots came from, was exceptional service, amazing product lines, and they're not doing that anymore, right? But yet Apple turns over 10 times more than Dick Smith on their retail stores. Now, Apple is a different story, but Apple sowed their seeds 10 years ago. You've got Zara out there that knows what business. So the thing is, you've got to understand what business are you in, all right? Those guys know what business they're in. I'm learning now more and more what business I'm in, and we're seeing growth, okay? So are things bad? Well, I don't think so. I think what it is the consumer is smarter than ever before, but business owners and salespeople have not got smarter. What we've done is we've thought, oh, it was like this 10 years ago, so let us be the same way. But no, if you guys are sitting on these webinars, you're sitting on them because you want to become smarter. So start to understand the market. The market wants more intelligence, okay? You know what? Right now, if I want to buy a phone or a computer or a TV or a laptop, what do? You go straight online. I look at it, I research it, and then I go into Harvey Norman, I go into JB, and I go, don't give me any service because you're a bunch of useless pricks anyway, okay? I'm going to tell you what I want and you just give it to me. Now imagine, and I had an exceptional service the other day, and I'm Harvey Norman of all places. I walked in, I wanted to get something done, and the guy engaged me, and he said, oh, look, you know, I'll be honest with you, you know, I know you've done your research, but I think this is going to be really cool because this product does this, this, and this, and this is how you can connect it on. And you know what, I ended up spending up 3 times more because somebody was there to help me, even though I felt I knew everything. That's where you want to win, you want to know where the market is, and that's where the market is, Brian, it is going into good times. We're going to see a resurgence, but we need to be professional. You want to win, be better than your competitors, and be better than who you think you were 10 years ago. Because back then, people would just sign up and give you a deal. Right now, there's longer lead times. You want to be working harder. You got to leave no stone unturned. Understand your product. Understand what the customer needs, and that's how you're going to get through it, okay? I know we're talking about networking today, and I've digressed a little bit. I hope that it makes sense to you, Brian. My opinion is there are good times. We're in good times. It's just we need to understand how to get the money. So if you're business to business is what one of our businesses is, we look for niches, we look for products, we look for people who are going to make that stand for us to want to spend more money than they anticipated. Well, in retail, it's the same thing. We're talking and saying, let's be professional rather than just being really ordinary, okay? If you've got another question, please shoot it through. But that's how I feel. So in short, yes, I do believe we're in good times for those reasons.